Welcome back to Miss Planet. For those of you who are joining us for the first time, we're kind of in a decorate out of your pantry campaign right now, and so we're very excited. I'm KC, for those of you who don't know me. I have been in the wedding planning, party planning business for a number of years, and I decided to, me and my partner, that is, JP, decided to start a YouTube channel so that we could help brides-to-be, bridal parties, give them inexpensive, exciting ideas from just your everyday things or everyday bargain shopping. So today, we are continuing our projects from our pantries, and I have just 5 random cans of food that I believe my husband purchased at one point or another, and we never ate. Now, I want to give you a little helpful tip. If you decide you like these projects, have your family get involved. Tell them whenever you're using a canned item, eat the food and give you the can. It'll go a long way. So let's get started. Go to your pantry, pick out 4 to 5 random cans of food that either you're going to cook tonight. Go ahead and cook your meal and save your empty cans and come back and join me. And we'll get started on our project. I'll see you in a minute. Welcome back. I hope you enjoyed that dinner and you saved your cans. I have saved 4 cans for this particular project because, as I said, I'm an even number kind of girl. So I like numbers of 2, 4, 6, 8, and sometimes 10. I want to bring something to your attention. These little ridges are extremely sharp, and so be very careful as to not cut yourself. Learn from me. I did. It wasn't a good look. So just be very careful about the edges of your can. So we have our 4 cans, and for this particular pantry project, I want to talk about those brides that have color schemes. And color schemes are very much important to most brides, and they have specific ideas of how they want their color to be blended in. So we're going to talk about blending in your colors of your wedding in your centerpieces. So I have my cans, and so you figure these cans goods were, I don't know, an average of 99 cents a piece. So we have $4 worth of centerpiece right here. $4. Wait till you see what we can do with $4. So I've gone and I purchased some yellow ribbon because yellow is a very popular summer color. And this particular ribbon was purchased, well actually the purchase price, I promise you I didn't pay this, was $3.99. I can almost, I'm sure that I purchased this probably from Hobby Lobby with a 40% off coupon, or I waited until they have their regular 50% off of all their trimming, and I probably purchased a bunch of different colors. So just be aware, buy with the coupon. Coupons are your friend. So I have my ribbon. I have my trusty scale ruler, and again, for those of you who are new, this ruler is just easier for me to handle, and I just like the compactness of it. I actually stole it from my husband, so don't tell him. And you can purchase these at any local hardware store, Lowe's, Home Depot, any place like that. So we have our color scheme ribbon, we have our scale ruler, and some scissors. And for me, I'm going to use tape because I love to recycle, and I may use these cans for a different project. But for you, you will use just a regular glue gun. I know there's some fancy glue guns out there, so don't judge my little, inexpensive glue gun. It does the trick. So let's get started. For this, there is no rhyme or reason. Just make a plan, MissPlanIt, and stick with it. So I'm going to do some ribbon around the center. I think I might do a couple on the bottom, and then maybe one on the top, and then maybe one on the top and the bottom. Just wing it. Let's see what would happen. So I'm going to go ahead and measure. This one's going to be a bottom one. So I'm going to measure, and I call this eyeball measuring. So I start at, for me, I'm going to start where the sticky was. Now, if you don't like the sticky, you can remove it very easily with a product called Goo Be Gone, or sometimes you can just get it off with Windex. So I'm not particular one way about the sticky or another, but for those who are very particular, go ahead and take the sticky off. I'm using my sticky actually to kind of set my ribbon at the base of my can. And I'm going to roll it around and measure it. And I'm eyeballing it. I like it to have a clean edge to eyeball it with. So it's about right there. Unroll it, lay it out, and cut it. Okay, and I'm going to show you a little trick to get rid of these frayed ends so no one sees it. So let's go ahead and set this one. And actually for this can, I'm going to use my hot glue gun. But I'm not going to glue it right on the can. I'm going to glue it on the ribbon itself. So I'm going to use my pre-sticky from the label that was on there. And just go ahead and roll it. Okay. And then when you get here, you can take a piece, a dip of glue. Hello. There we go. From our glue gun. And just kind of preset. And you'll see why I say preset. So we have our dab of glue. We're going to roll it on around and preset it. Then I'm going to fold my ribbon under, just like so. Make sure you can see that. Fold it under. I'm going to get another dab of glue. And then I'm going to fold that down. And it gives you a nice, smooth edge with no frayed ribbon. Pretty neat, huh? Okay, so we have our first can done. Ta-da! So I'm going to take a break. You go ahead and get your ribbon cut. Determine if you want it to have a bottom and a top or a middle. And let's see what you come up with, and I'm going to see what I can come up with. All right, check you out in a minute. See you soon. Welcome back. We're going to continue with our MissPlanIt project of the centerpiece from your pantry. And I want you to see what I've done and compare it to what you decided to do. There is no right or wrong. Just make a plan and do it. So I put the ribbon on the bottom of this can, on the top of this one, the bottom and top of this one, and finally the center of this one. And I do that just to kind of give it some depth to it. This is if you want to just keep it classic and simple, this would be a classic pewter gray and yellow wedding with some cream embellishment on there. If you would like to, and this is actually just a stitching on the ribbon, it's not something I did. The ribbon came like that. If you'd like to increase the embellishment, you could do a tiny row of pearls across the center, or maybe even a tiny row of pearls across the top. Another idea is you can get a metallic Sharpie and stencil, and you could even stencil you and your husband's name or initial across the top, and then maybe the date across the bottom. There's so many things that you can do, and so just make a plan and plan it and do it. So now we're going to take it a step further and continue to bring that color scheme of your wedding into your reception. And I have some beautiful friends here. So I am going to go ahead and unleash my beautiful yellow friends and get ready to set off our lovely color scheme centerpiece. All right, I'll see you in just a minute. All right, we're back. As you can see, I just couldn't wait. I wanted to see what the yellow flowers are going to do with the pewter color cans and the yellow ribbon, and I must say, I'm pretty happy with our plan. I hope you are too. So let's talk about this a little bit. These were 6 stems of, I believe lilacs, and, I'm sorry, lilies rather. 6 stems of lilies. Sorry, I know the colors. I don't know the necessary names of them. And I spent $7.99 for 6 stems. This is considered a stem. So as you can see, we used 4 stems, 1, 2, 3, 4, for our entire centerpiece. And then we had the ribbon that we spent $3.99 on for a whole roll of ribbon. And you could easily get 6 to 8 sets, depending how much ribbon, if you did a bottom only or a bottom and the top, for centerpieces. So you're talking, and then if you get your family to donate the cans, you're talking that each can is going to cost you under $1.50. $1.50. It's amazing. out of your pantry. So let's go ahead and cut this final one so I can see. I'm keeping the whole stem together, and I'm going to cut it on a diagonal. I'm not a florist. I don't know why I've always cut it on a diagonal. There is a reason. So if you know the reason that I cut it on a diagonal, please put it in the comments so I can say why I'm doing it now. So here we go. I cut it on a diagonal, and I am just seeing what feels right to me. And guess what? That feels pretty awesome. So again, you can embellish if you'd like. You can make it personal with you and your groom's name. You can make it personal just with your date. I would use this type of centerpiece in an outdoors wedding. And I think I am ready to set the table. So give me a minute. I'm going to set the table, and I will be right back with you.